Hello, and welcome to The Future is Bright. My name is David, and I am passionate about exploring the world of emerging technology, hypothetical technology, and weird science. On today's episode, we'll be talking about how 3D printing may be the solution to how we find a way to end world hunger. In recent years, 3D printing has made significant strides in a variety of industries, from manufacturing to healthcare. But did you know that 3D printing has the potential to revolutionize the way we address world hunger? One of the main challenges in addressing world hunger is the lack of access to food in certain areas, either due to geographical barriers or economic limitations. 3D printing has the potential to bridge this gap by allowing for the production of food in areas where it may not be possible to grow or transport it traditionally. One example of this is in the development of 3D printed meat. Traditional meat production is resource intensive and has a significant environmental impact. It also requires a large amount of land and water resources, making it difficult to sustain in certain areas. 3D printed meat, on the other hand, can be produced using plant-based or lab-grown ingredients, which are more sustainable and environmentally friendly. This means that 3D printed meat can be produced in areas where it may not be possible to raise livestock or grow crops for traditional meat production. In addition, 3D printed meat can be customized to meet specific nutritional needs of individuals, making it a more efficient and targeted solution for addressing malnutrition. By using 3D printing to produce meat that is tailored to meet specific nutritional needs of individuals, we can more effectively address malnutrition and improve the overall health outcomes of that individual. Another way that 3D printing can solve world hunger is through the production of fortified foods. Fortified foods are regular foods that have been enhanced with additional nutrients to address deficiencies in malnutrition. 3D printing allows for the precise addition of these nutrients, ensuring that the fortified food meets the specific needs of the individual. This can be especially beneficial in areas where traditional food sources may be lacking in certain nutrients. In addition to addressing malnutrition, 3D printing can also help to improve food security in disaster-affected areas. In the aftermath of a natural disaster, it can be difficult to transport food and other supplies to affected areas. 3D printing allows for the on-site production of food and other essentials, ensuring that those in need have access to these resources. This can be especially important in areas where infrastructure has been damaged or destroyed by the disaster. But who is working on this technology? Well, there's a number of organizations and individuals currently working on 3D printing for food. And here's some examples. Modern Meadow is a biotech company that is working on developing 3D printed meat using lab-grown ingredients. The company aims to produce meat that is more sustainable and environmentally friendly than traditional meat production methods. Al-F Farms is another biotech company that is working on 3D printed meat. This company is based in Israel, and the company's goal is to produce meat that is more sustainable and has a smaller environmental impact than traditional meat production methods. NASA is exploring the use of 3D printing for food production as a way to sustain long-term space missions. The agency has been working on 3D printing food using a variety of ingredients, including plant-based materials and lab-grown proteins. The Italian pasta company Barilla, a favorite of mine actually, is working on 3D printed pasta using plant-based ingredients. The company aims to produce pasta that is more sustainable and has a smaller environmental footprint than traditional pasta production methods. And finally, the German company Biozoon is working on developing 3D printed foods that are tailored to the specific nutritional needs of seniors. The company's goal is to produce fortified foods that can help to address malnutrition and improve health outcomes for older individuals. Overall, 3D printing has the potential to revolutionize the way we address world hunger by providing sustainable and targeted solutions for food production and distribution. While 3D printing is still in its early stages and there are many challenges to overcome, the technology has the potential to make a significant impact on global food security. One of these challenges, however, is the cost of 3D printing technology itself. Currently, 3D printers are still quite expensive, making them out of reach for many individuals and organizations. In order for 3D printing to be a viable solution for addressing world hunger, the cost of the technology needs to come down significantly. On a brighter note, as the technology becomes more widely adopted and production scales up, it is likely that the cost of 3D printers will come down. In addition, the cost of 3D printing may be offset by the potential savings in terms of resource use and environmental impact compared to traditional methods of food production. Another challenge is the limited range of materials that can be used in 3D printing. Currently, 3D printers are limited to printing with a small range of materials, such as plastics or metals. In order for 3D printing to be a viable solution for producing food, the technology needs to be able to print a wider varieties of ingredients and food-safe materials. Research is ongoing to develop new materials that can be used in 3D printing, and it is likely that the range of materials will expand over time. There are also regulatory challenges to overcome. Currently, there is a lack of clear regulations surrounding the production and distribution of 3D printed food, which could make it difficult for organizations to adopt the technology. In order for 3D printing to become a viable solution for addressing world hunger, there needs to be a clear regulatory framework in place. However, as the technology becomes more widely adopted, it is likely that regulatory frameworks will be put in place to address these challenges. With more money being put into the field, more regulatory bodies will put eyes on the industry. And with more eyes on the industry, the faster we will have those regulations in place. And finally, there's the issue of scalability. Currently, 3D printing is not able to produce food at the same scale as traditional methods. In order for 3D printing to become a viable solution for addressing world hunger, the technology needs to be able to produce food at a much larger scale. As the technology improves and becomes more widely available, it is likely that the scale of 3D printed food production will also increase. Overall, while there are still many challenges to overcome, there are still several reasons to be optimistic about how 3D printing can be a tool to solve world hunger. As the technology continues to advance and become more widely available, it has the potential to make a significant impact on global food security and help address the challenges of world hunger. With the growing interest and investment in 3D printing as a solution for addressing world hunger, and with the rapid pace of technological progress in the field, it is likely that many of the challenges currently facing the technology will be overcome in the near future. Thanks for listening, and have a great day. And remember, the future is bright.